welcome to. That's what happens when you get hit in the head too many times. Fighting for social media. It's different from fighting for social justice. That's an old and forgotten kind of tradition. Now, it's all about the three most important things. 1, style. Very important to look good. 2, how memorable you are. Because it's easy to forget, especially when you get hit in the head a lot. And 3, meme or meme ability. And you're probably wondering, what does that have to do with fighting? Nothing. Just like social media has nothing to do with justice. Now, the true measure of success in your fighting ability, or at least your social media fighting ability, is how many memes there will be about you on the internet the next day. That, and only that, should be your main goal and worry. It's not getting hit, it's not hitting the other guy. Any fool can knock out an opponent with 3 basic techniques. 1, the temple punch. 2, the neck chop. 3, the ball kick. None of that is memorable. We've seen plenty of people get knocked out. But if you come prepared, as you'll learn in Fighting for Social Media 101, you'll be able to do things like jump back and forth when facing an opponent. Talk in the ancient form of kung fu movies. Scream in weird ways you didn't know possible. But there's more. Now, a true master, he avoids fighting at all costs because he knows the perils that come with the pain and the joy of knowing you can kick somebody's ass. When you're cornered into a fight and you know you're outmanned, outgunned, out social media'd, the best thing to do is to outthink your opponent. Let's say your opponent has gotten up and he has initiated contact with you by pushing you on the shoulder. Your instant reaction should be to try and get up in the drunkardest most manner and secure your arms around him. Oh, please don't hit me. I think. And just pass out. Now, hopefully, they don't begin to kick you in the ribs to make sure that you are, in fact, unconscious. But it is one of the most useful defensive techniques in the social media arsenal. It also allows for something more important, a follow-up confrontation. Finally, as you progress with your training, we're going to teach you other things. Lots and lots of other things, like emoting, character building so that you have exit strategies to get away from fights. Being able to cry on demand. Oh! Things like that. You'll be able to relive or pre-live scary, tragic fights in your mind to truly bring out your inner spaz to protect yourself from a fight. We'll also teach you other stereotypes like, oh my God, look at him. I actually just wanted to get into a fight with him because I wanted to affect the muscles all over me. Now that usually works for the meatheads, the massive jocks, the ones that you can kind of stereotype by the language that they use or throw at you, especially when they're of a bigger stature than yourself. So it's always good to be able to just flip into these kind of personas whenever a fight is about to ensue. Finally, we're going to teach you some other important and even one could say vital aspects of fighting for social media. That is always being aware that when you take a shot and you make a good shot, that you know where the camera is at all times. So when you're lining up, you want to make sure that you throw a punch, hopefully miss, but look really cool into the camera. Then of course, back into the action to know what's going on. We'll also teach you on how to make the proper sounds when hitting. Sounds like wham, wham! You should always make some kind of noise when you make contact. Even if you miss, it's gonna sound cool. Watch. Wham! Oh my God, I missed. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. Please don't hit me back. And then of course props. Props are very important. You should always bring them out with you whenever you're going to the bar, to the movies, anywhere a fight can break out. Take for example, a good set of glasses, or even a belt. With the belt, make sure to raise it and lower it where you feel comfortable getting hit. And always tell that to your opponent. Please hit me above the belt, but below the head. Try to minimize the amount of space. Now, if you have glasses, hopefully bring a cheap pair of sunglasses, something like this. That way, you can truly feel right! And they'll know that you're serious right before you run away.